Alright then. I wrote down a couple things in advance that I want to talk about.
All right, bet go for it. I'll go off of your
I
stuff.
think the big thing that we're all here about. What are your thoughts on the stands? The 3 stands that we got.
Three stands. I like them both design wise and the abilities. The
Same.
abilities, the abilities are really weird and definitely feel like I don't think we've gotten anything really close to what their stands do. Kinda.
The closest thing I could think of would be like smooth operators to like cream, maybe? Cream starter, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
Just because it can affect actual skin and stuff. That's the closest thing I can think of.
Yeah.
And November Rain, I don't even know what it does. I actually don't understand it that well yet.
Me neither. I like all they showed was the rain
Rain
like
came down and the
happening.
guy died. That's all that happened. Which
Oh
also,
my
I just want
goodness.
to say, like, November Rain is the most terrifying main JoJo stand so far. This is a stand of a murderer right
I
here.
I would agree. This is the stand of like someone who wants to kill anyone in like their in their vicinity. Really, I don't know how many
Look
meters
at
this
the
stand.
mask. It has a mask.
I know this thing is terrifying looking. Like I don't know how many meters this thing works, but if you're like in his arm's distance, like
You're dying.
you're kind of just dead from what it seems.
Also, the
He
fact that
has
it doesn't
he
have
has
limbs. I mean, it has limbs, but like it's not humanoid.
Yeah, I really like that. People were pointing that out, how like they really liked how he doesn't have like a punchy stand, like he doesn't have like a star platinum,
Yeah, it's
like
completely
a
different.
humanoid. He doesn't have a humanoid looking thing. He has this weird like crab War of the Worlds like alien walker looking thing. But it's really cool.
It is.
This still looks like insanely. This thing is buff like
This thing's a menace.
in the in the final image, like at the end of the chapter, he's buff. He has like muscles. Like this thing is like it looks buff. Like this thing's scary. Like it's terrifying.
And this is the protagonist. Oh god.
Yeah, exactly. And this is a protagonist. He looks like he has like the antagonist stand. Like
Imagine
it's
if
kind of
Luffy just
crazy.
pulled up with like the freaking dark fruit, the yummy yummy no more. This is the equivalent of that.
But it's really cool. Yeah. The designs of all three of these. Well, the hustle doesn't even really have
It's not
much of
even
a
a really
design
design,
because
yeah.
it's just his muscles, from what I can understand.
That's what it looks like.
Which is I don't know how that works exactly, but I guess we've had like weirdo stands like that before, kinda. So
Yeah.
there's not much design there, but it's a cool stand though.
I guess Araki likes it because of his body horror stuff. He gets to draw deformed muscles and stuff.
Yeah,
So he probably likes it a lot.
he probably does, given he's drawn some very weird things before.
Do you think November Rain will evolve?
Do I think November? I I want to say yes, and I want to say maybe it'll get like a humanoid form.
That's the only
Like
reason I
some,
bring it up. Because like every other
yeah,
JoJo has a humanoid form. For it to not be like that, it just feels weird.
because even Tusk started off as like the weird little elephant thing,
Yeah,
and
that's
like
the other example.
it kind of progressed into
Into a
like the
humanoid.
big human thing. So I think it will.
Yeah.
I think it will.
Also, you're bringing up the muscles thing. It literally looks like it's just the top half. Like I feel like maybe he'll unlock the
Yeah,
second half later. I don't know.
like it really does look like he just has like the
Like he
upper
was
body of
surgically
it.
cut in half. You know? That's what it looks
Yeah,
like.
like someone did something to make him like look all weird and like mechanical. But I think it will, just given I feel like every stand has technically kind of evolved in this new
In the
like
new universe, yeah.
generation. Because even I mean, soft
Soft
and
and
wet
Wet,
didn't
Go
really
Beyond.
evolve,
But it
but
still got
go
something new
beyond.
though. Yeah.
Yeah, it got go beyond. So
So yeah,
I
November
think
Rain
he will.
more than likely gonna bet it'll evolve.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say November Rain is probably something's gonna happen to it.
Next thing I want to bring
Yeah.
up is the fact that the community was like half right on the prediction of two JoJos technically.
That is true. Yeah, huh?
'Cause that was
The
a big
twins or
theory.
whatever.
That
That was a big
going
theory
in.
that it would be twins.
Because part 7,
But
if you look into it, if you reread the part and stuff, like part 7 had like a big focus on father figures.
yeah,
Part 9 had a
that's
part 8, bro. Part 8 had a big focus on mother figures.
that is yeah.
And so like
And this one
everyone
is
was saying part 9,
siblings.
yeah, would be like a sibling type of dynamic.
And it kind of is from the looks of it. Like
Yeah,
we
man, you
have
got the two
Dragona and we
JoJos.
have Jodio. So
Yeah. So technically, win for the community. We actually guessed that.
a win for a win for the community right there. We also guessed November Rain when we got the first image. I don't know. I think we can take credit for that one.
We already discussed this a lot in the actual review part, but just this guy's personality.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say right now, the most violent JoJo. Out of all 9, he's probably the most violent one. Probably the most impulsive one.
Yeah. Just based off of like acting out in violence like for no good reason. Yeah, Jodio definitely takes that one. And even the fight, I mean the fight is staged in the bus against the hot dog guy, but even still, then like
he's fully
he straight up
he is fully that.
He straight up just jumps at him and beats him up, like presumably, probably. Yeah. I don't know how far it goes, but
you can see the kids in the back. I think they're just like cheering it on.
Yeah, the little dialogues do say cheers, so yeah, everyone's just like they're fighting. Let's go.
Actual representation of a school fight in America. Yeah, pretty accurate.
Pretty much.
Nah, bro. I don't know if we'll get demonetized for this, but I fully expect the Rocket to just be like have Jodio shoot up a school. I swear to God.
I feel like at one point maybe they'll fight in the school and like people are gonna assume like the worst, and then yeah, it's gonna seem that way like in retrospective to like everyone else who's not a stand user, but you know.
I fully expect
it's like in part 2 of Chainsaw Man, where if you read that yet part where what's her name? I forget her. When Chainsaw Man Part 2, Asa's friend, she made, I don't know if that's spoilers. Can I even talk about that? Nah, but she makes a joke. She tells her not to come to school tomorrow, and she proceeds to like that whole thing.
I feel like
so we've already kind of I feel like it'll happen here too. That was funny in Chainsaw Man, but I feel like it'll happen here too. Something's gonna happen here.
Oh my God. America changed the Rocky, man. America changed him.
It really did so much that he had to dedicate the whole part to like America, even though we're not like directly in the U.S. Like
we got the same violence. It's fine. Speaking of that, I guess the fact that it is on Hawaii, like it's not anywhere near the rokakaka like people thought it would be.
Yeah, that's true. Cause
I think that plot point might be dead at this point.
Yeah, I think the whole rokaka fruit stuff isn't gonna happen. If we get part 8 callbacks, it's not gonna be through the fruits and stuff like that.
Speaking of part 8 callbacks, I guess that's the best way to do this.
Yeah,
discussion.
That's what I was gonna segue into that too. Speaking of part 8 callbacks, segue into part 8 callbacks.
A
rich Japanese person
who has a villa on Hawaii Island.
You read that one sentence and I started losing my mind. I was like, no way. Like, wait, hold up. Like, are they gonna name drop someone right now? Like, I really thought they would have, but they didn't. And I think that's kind of cool. I hope if we get to see the person, like, we literally don't get it revealed until like we actually physically like see them.
I feel like that's what'll happen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it'll happen.
If it is them, if it is them.
Yeah, if it is someone big like that, but it's just it just writes itself, man. Like rich Japanese person with a villa in Hawaii. Part 8, you know, they're Japanese, they're rich. Like
it lines up. I'm just saying.
It just writes itself. It kind of just writes itself.
Now, this is one thing that we discussed actually like a few days ago, though. It says that they're alone, so there's only one of them coming. Do you think it is Josuke or Joshu?
That's where I'm kind of like, I don't know, because part of me thinks like Araki is just gonna want to like completely dive into the meme and just make it like fucking Joshu. Just because like it would be funny. Because they're making it seem like this dude is like the most insanely powerful, like horrible person on the planet. Like
this is Toru. They make it sound like it's freaking Toru.
Yeah, like they're like, it doesn't matter how many people we had, we couldn't have beat him. And it's like Josuke is kind of the first thing you jump to because you're like
He is OP. He is actually OP.
he's strong as fuck. Like Go Beyond is
one shot
pretty
anyone.
insane. Yeah, Go Beyond would like destroy absolutely anyone. So my head was like, so it's probably Josuke.
That would make sense.
That would make sense, but at the same time, I'm like, if it's Joshu, I wouldn't be mad. Like,
I do want to say, I could see Joshu bringing a giant diamond just to flex for no reason. Like, there's no reason for him to. Bring
it seems so in character with Joshu. That's the thing.
Like,
it seems very in character with Joshu. Like, why carry around this diamond to Hawaii? Like, what is the point of this? Like,
just to flex, just for the flex.
Just to flex. I don't know. It just seems weird to have that like on your person. If you're like actually smart, so it's like Joshu. Is that you?
Oh god.
But anyway.
Yeah. So third option.
I think any of them. Yeah, third option is definitely Tsurugi. Jobin is dead. Spoiler alert! If you guys stumble upon this and haven't read
Part 8. Part 9 without Part 8.
Exactly. I don't know about that one. Henry. I don't know about that one, but.
Damn.
Any part skippers out there? Like,
yeah, you got spoiled.
That's crazy. Yeah, you got spoiled. That's what you get for trying to look at part 9 early. You evil part skippers. How dare you?
God damn.
But Jobin is dead.
So he's not an option. Yeah.
I guess the daughters would maybe be an option, but
I could see Hato trying to flex too. I could see that. Daya not so much.
Yeah, Hato would make sense too. I guess technically speaking, Daya. I don't.
Also,
Daya
would make blind. Sense. How would you get on the plane?
And and she's blind. Unless they like mix it. Unless there's other people with them, and like them coming alone is also not true. Like it's just to throw them off.
Might be. I don't know.
But the chapter very heavily seems to like say it's one person. I think if we go like to the little end bits where they were foreshadowing like what happens.
They're staying here alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
According to the ESTA, they're staying here.
Yeah. I'm genuinely not mad if it's like any part 8 character. I'll just be honest. I'm not.
Even if it's Joshu.
Even if it's Joshu. I kind of want it to be Joshu even more now, like just for the funny aspect of it.
Dragona.
I don't know. I guess just Dragona next. We'll just follow the pattern of like the reveals.
Yeah. Since they're siblings,
Dragona,
do you think he'd also get an upgrade? Since they are siblings.
It would be really cool. I don't know what it would like. I don't know the extent of like how upgraded the ability could get.
Same.
As maybe it's like becomes like almost similar to Diver Down or something, where she can just like fully start disassembling things and it's just like not on a small scale.
Damn.
Maybe.
Because I know it's technically not relevant, but parts 3 through 6, like there's always an emphasis on siblings. Like if one of them gets a stand, the other one gets a stand automatically. If one of them gets an upgrade, I guess that doesn't apply that much, but still, it's possible. So I don't know. Dragona, kind of the biggest mystery right now. Will they actually be a prominent JoJo, or will they actually just be more of a side character?
That who knows even. I feel like it might be a little bit more balanced. Kind of like Gyro and Johnny.
I could see
maybe.
that, yeah.
But at the same time, it's a big group, so I don't know how prominent like some characters are going to be more than others.
Yeah.
Because when we get a group, I feel like it's kind of shared across everyone, kind of.
Unless talking about JoJo,
like
then it takes up to everything.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like some characters don't like when it's a big group. Some characters are just kind of there. I don't know. Because when it comes to JoJo, I feel like everyone kind of gets a spotlight.
They usually get at least one moment. At least one moment.
Yeah. I feel like you get at least like one whole piece / like tiny arc dedicated per character.
Yeah.
Or like big plot point per character. But
I just see for Dragona.
Yeah.
It might also be influenced because a lot of people like Dragona, so I reckon might get influenced by that. I don't know.
That too. The fact that it is happening like at a month, like the fact that this is like being written monthly technically, like all that stuff.
Araki can
things
actually
might
take into
change.
consideration the things that are going on.
Yeah, like he might very well just change things in the plot and the story and stuff to like make the characters that people actually like have more moments. But who knows? Because if he's like set in stone with like everything he wants with these characters, then nothing that might not even mean anything.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
And then I guess on to Paco next, right?
Yeah, there's Paco. I feel like there's just too little on each character right now, but
Yeah.
not in a bad way. Like, obviously, it's the introduction
Yeah,
chapter.
it's the first chapter.
So,
We
like,
got 4 characters already. There's so much you can do.
yeah, we already have 4 characters, technically 5 if you count like the principal.
Yeah.
And if you count the mom too, like stuff like that, like there's a lot of characters just
Yeah.
this first chapter.
They did mention like, oh, he was gone for a year. I don't know what he was doing. Do you think he? I don't know, because he went from chubby to ripped in that 1 year also. And he
Yeah,
had a stand.
given that he didn't have, like, I'm assuming maybe the stand is even just the muscles themselves,
It might be.
which would be really interesting if we
Yeah.
get to see like more with that.
You take away his stand, he just becomes chubby again, right on the spot.
Yeah, like does that happen? Like I wonder if that's like a thing, like because it seems in that year he's gone, he gets ripped, and now his muscles can like contract and they catch things as his stand ability.
Yeah.
So maybe he like went and like he got a stand wherever he went. I don't know.
It's possible
Could've-
he went into a devil's palm. It's possible.
It's possible. Yeah, I was thinking about that actually. I was like, did he maybe go
He was gone
somewhere?
for a year. He could have gone visit somewhere else. Went into a devil's palm. I don't know.
And he got a stand.
Also, it doesn't mention like if he was born with a stand, so I'm gonna assume he wasn't, but it might be possible.
Yeah, that too. It doesn't mention that either. But I mean, given the muscles are the stand, I'm guessing in that
He
time
probably
frame
got
of
it in
being
that time,
gone
yeah.
for a year, he probably got the stand.
It would make sense.
It would make sense. And I don't know if they'll like expand on that or not, but for now, that's what we think.
Yeah, speaking of Hotdog guy, yeah, stand guesses. I get if you have any.
Stand guesses. I was actually thinking about this like before. It'd be. I thought maybe like his bodysuit could be the stand, and maybe he like repels things, like they just bounce
Yeah.
off of him, like just to give him like some really funny thing. Because I just want him to be like insanely goofy and like really stupid, but in like the
Just as
funniest
the
way
dumbest stand
possible.
possible.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, maybe the bodysuit itself is a stand, and I don't know what it does. I thought maybe it like repels things or like stuff bounces off of it. That'd be kind of funny.
What if his stand is just like
I-
making people allergic to hot dogs?
Just the most like. And that would be a good guess for sure. That'd be my second guess.
Damn. Just keep it wild. Give people allergies. That's it.
That'd be an interesting stand. That'd be funny. That'd be
Yeah.
funny in battles and stuff.
I forgot to mention actually. How do you think Paco's gonna work in battles? Because his stand would presumably not have that much range at all.
I don't even
How would Paco
know.
work in
'Cause-
battle? How does it stand work
What?
in
Yeah.
battle?
Well, unless maybe he can like I don't know if he can combine into other things. Like, imagine he like go through walls or something, or like hide himself in a wall. Like his muscles like let him like phase through things. But I don't know if that's how that works technically.
Like my guess would be that he's kind of like Jolene in the fact that he himself can punch a stand, because like the stand is part of him. Like the way
That's
Jolene
true.
unravels herself, like she can just punch a stand with her bare fist.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking
is
Paco's the
true.
same. Like he can just 1v1 a stand straight up.
Like he's just like he is
He
the
is Dark
stand. Like
Platinum.
he literally fights himself. Like not even like no need for a stand. He just beats other people up. Like that's it.
That's about the only way I could see it.
Yeah, that does make sense.
And then the grabbing thing's just like utility whenever, I guess. Just grab a couple
Unless
things here and there.
he has like weapons, unless he like hides weapons in his muscles or something. He like
Oh,
pulls
that'd
out a
be
gun
cool.
or something like mid fight.
That'd be
Like I don't
crazy.
Like-
Nah,
I don't know.
I mentioned this to someone else, to one of my other friends. This group, this is a group that I could actually see just pulling out a Glock in the middle of a stand fight.
No.
They literally would. They literally would.
This is definitely the group that would do that.
Just Meryl May is left. Do you think she's
Reminds
gonna be
me
like a
of
twist
like
villain?
twist villain. That would be
People are
interesting.
already throwing that around. People are throwing that around already.
That she's a twist villain.
Yeah, because she's the boss, and it's based on part 5, so it's like maybe she is the Diablo.
She's the bad guy.
Yeah.
But that is true. Just villain.
King Crimson somehow.
that'd be the most insane if that happens. Jesus Christ!
Just picture this lady standing over you with freaking King Crimson out.
With King Crimson. I can see it. I can definitely see it. I can see it.
That's what some people are guessing. I don't think it'll happen, but it's possible.
I don't think she has a stand, but I say that very loosely because I feel like every person that's related to like the main JoJo's always has a stand, kind of like.
I mean,
so
people said the same thing about part 5. They were like, "Oh, maybe the boss not even a stand user," and then we get Diablo. So.
No, he had the strongest stand until Giorno, like Requiem.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say she more than likely is a stand user too. I feel like she is.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say she's probably a stand user. Yeah. The twist villain though, I can definitely see it. I won't like completely drop that either.
Yeah, gonna look out every chapter now for any hints that she's maybe doing something shady. Or like more shady than usual. More shady.
It would be an interesting what do you call it? An interesting thing to see unravel. Yeah. If she's the villain and she becomes like the main antagonist, kind of like part 5 with the boss and like Doppio Diavolo and all that stuff. I don't know if it'll be that elaborate.
She's Doppio. We haven't seen Diablo yet. She's just Doppio.
He's just Doppio.
I don't even know anymore.
I don't know. I don't know if it'll be
Rocky.
Exactly. I don't know. After this first chapter, I don't know what to expect from this part. I would be honest with you. But I wouldn't rule it out as like her being a villain. But I don't think like main antagonist like to the boss levels.
Do you think she might be more like a Dago Jobin situation, where just like the rival villain, not the final villain?
I feel like it'd be like that, like minor villain, like, and then we get into the big antagonist thing. Yeah. Similar to that. I think that would make more sense if we're like gonna paint her out as like being a villain.
Yeah. I guess that's a decent segue into like, do you have any predictions for a final villain, or like anything at all on them? Like what they might be like.
I don't even know really.
Because I'm thinking of this from 2 angles.
The
thematic angle of mechanisms, like literally the way the world works. If that's a villain idea, that's pretty OP already.
That is.
And also the fact that we just came off of Wonder of You, which is absolutely busted. So if this part is gonna top that, they're gonna have to do something even more busted than Wonder of You.
Is it wishful thinking to say the multiverse theme might happen? Maybe. I still hold out hope for that, just because if this is the final part,
it would be cool to finish it off like that.
It would be cool to bring back, like, call back to everything. And like just make this some big, like, the main villain has like literal powers that can like shape not just like this reality, but like the multiverse and everything.
Mechanisms of the multiverse.
Yeah, like that stuff. Like if this mechanisms thing is that like elaborate, like if it could sprout into the multiverse, like that's my hope. I just want to see a really big like Avengers Endgame like end battle if this is the last part with like everyone there or something. It'd be so cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can't say for sure. Because you have a lot of character, well, not a lot of character, but like Johnny's dead in this timeline. Dead. Spoilers again. And if you didn't finish part 8.
Johnny died. Jobin died.
Yeah. Johnny dies, Jobin's dead.
Now who else died?
If you didn't finish part... Yeah. Gyro's dead. if we go that far.
Damn.
We go even to part
Jotaro's
7.
dead.
Jotaro's dead. Yeah, everyone's dead.
Oh man.
So I don't know. Part of me is still maybe holding out for like the mechanism thing to maybe be that big, because he did say it's universal, so it has to be like super grand scale. If we're following the theme of like the villain alters even the main theme of the story.
You had blessings with Love Train, and then you had curses with Wonder of You. So yeah, mechanisms. It makes sense that it would be controlling like actual cogs of reality.
Exactly.
Which, you know, just a quick side rant. I've never brought this up, but Joseph and Henry, you guys know about this. About the whole thing, like, you know, we write our own stories every now and then. Like, kind of get to it, kind of on and off.
Yeah.
Man, I had a whole idea about, like, secret machine behind reality thing, where you can, like, alter it and no one knows what it is.
Araki beat you, man.
I know. God damn it.
Araki beat you. It's been done. Literally all of it has been done now. That's funny.
Like the exact concept I had.
That's funny.
God,
it always happens when you make the idea in your head too. It happens to me all the time. It does. It's always perfectly timed to when you think of it, and something's like, no, it already exists. Like, then
we don't even know the extent of mechanisms yet, so could still be totally
we don't even know. Yeah, we don't even know how far this stretches. Like, in terms of abilities and stands and like fights, even. I know there's like a whole.
They're always there, which means even if I had enemies, I've already beaten them.
Yeah, there we go. Like, if it like that seems crazy. Like, I don't know what he means by that, but
it could be literal.
But okay,
I don't know.
Like, I don't know if he's being literal. Like, is Jodio just like this blessed like JoJo who's never gonna get hurt like a single time? Is he literally invincible? Like, what? I don't know what he means by that, but sure.
Okay, this is time to get into like the whole mechanisms, theories, and ideas we have, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. We're kind of already in there.
Yeah, we just get into it naturally. So I do have one absolute crackpot theory about this.
Go for it.
What if, okay? What if Jodio here? He even mentioned that there's like one pinnacle, there's an apex of the mechanisms. I just can't see it yet. But these mechanisms will come to a point in front of our eyes. Yeah, all that. What if this man gets to like such a high degree of mechanisms that he can actually break the fourth wall? Like, he knows he's in a manga now.
Oh shit!
Like if mechanisms. Okay, because you remember Wonder of You, like it said like, oh, everything follows the flow of logic, everything follows
the flow of logic and calamity and stuff, or well, calamity falls into the flow of logic and everything.
I feel like mechanisms is like the actual total logic. I feel like that's what it is.
Oh,
like mechanisms is the logic part.
Like mechanisms is the big thing that calamity and miracles and all that branch under.
It is literally just like the workings of reality itself. So if he were to go high enough, crazy. I feel like he would be able to see like, oh wait, reality's not reality. He breaks the fourth wall.
That'd be crazy. We just go like full on Deadpool. Like,
because it's also weird. Shit. Think about this. Has there ever been another JoJo that narrates this much?
No, there hasn't. That's true.
That's what people pointed out. Chapter.
That's what people pointed out. They're like, the narration's kind of interesting. Like, there was a lot of narration by the main like Jodio himself is the one narrating, because it was Yasuho in part 8, if I like pieced that together correctly. And then it was Johnny, but Johnny didn't narrate like this. Like Johnny did it like maybe 2-3 times.
Yeah, and most of them were just like short narrations, like, oh, this is this, this is that.
But this dude is like telling the future, and
it's
then
literally like he's reading the story. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go back. Like, look, this is what happened. He's literally doing the recap for us.
True. Yeah.
He's doing the recap for us. That's literally what he's doing.
He did the recap for us. For the recap video, just like put a link to the chapter. Don't even like.
I want to recap. Just read Jodio's dialogue.
Just read the first chapter.
That's my crackpot theory. That's my full crackpot theory. No substance, no evidence. I just feel like that's what's gonna happen.
just if we're going that crazy with theories, this is mine. That's what you pulled up with.
Oh god.
I genuinely can see that though. If that's the, because the mechanisms are just really weird. But the fact that he says they're like the universal law and like, oh, if you have good mechanisms on your side and you trust like the universe and the mechanisms, you already won. Like you're just that guy. Like you're just gonna walk into anything and it'll go right for you. You know,
Which is literally
like
what
that's
Deadpool does too. He can just be like, oh, I died. Nah, no, I didn't. Just redraw myself.
yeah.
Oh, just move this panel over. I don't need that panel. Boom, that one thing.
Like if oh my god, that's crazy. That really could be it. Like you could be onto something with that one. Like
Like it
really
works.
cooking with that one. Like
it kind of works thematically. It works on a meta level. It works like just power scaling. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Let it be documented in this video. 10 years from now, if it's right, I called it.
That's true. Let it be documented here in this video that like maybe 5 people will watch that Renee guessed the whole plot of the JOJOLands and he knew exactly what this main character was gonna evolve into. Cause it's almost like in My Hero Academia where like, you know, Midori is telling the story of how he became the #1 hero, so you already know he's like the greatest hero in all of existence, but you're just reading everything up until that point.
And you also kind of know that he's not gonna die then if he's still narrating. Like, that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of the same in the same, what do you call it? Like the same narration style where it's like
but
he
Jodio
becomes
is so
rich.
much more detailed. Like he's so detailed about his narration.
It's the crazy part. Like he just remembers everything. Like picture perfect.
This man is literally omniscient.
That's crazy. That'd be interesting for like them. Well, I mean, the main characters have been busted in recent years, kind of with JoJo. Yeah.
Freaking Tusk Act 4, freaking Go Beyond. Yeah. I'm saying.
Yeah. So it makes sense for the main character to just be like this absolutely crazy, like fourth wall breaking, like universe hopping character. Like, oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's actually cool. If that happens, it'd be really cool.
And it works on a narrative level. I don't know what that counts as, but like, if it's the last part, it would be cool to end it from like basically a reader's point of view.
That is true. That's a crazy theory, but I can see it working. Like I can see it working. As the fourth wall like breaking / like multiverse stuff is so popular right now.
And he's already referencing COVID. He's referencing like all the recent stuff. So is it that far beyond Rocky to use it? I don't know. I don't think it is.
I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't think it is. Like, that's the big hype right now, and I feel like he might capitalize on that with this JoJo part. So if that happens, that's really cool. I hope it does now.
Damn.
Cause my whole thing is like it would be cool to like, if it's the send off, just bring back everyone, like just mesh all the universes together and go crazy.
And who knows?
But if it's not the final part, then
yeah, kind of banks on this being the final part. If it's not, then oh well.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's just like assuming this is part 9 is like the finale to all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but it might not even be that. Like, Araki hasn't said, as far as I know, he hasn't like fully confirmed that. So who knows? He might already have part 10, 11, and 12 like ready, like to drop. That'd be so funny if everyone's like, yeah, this is, like we think this is part 9. You know,
if
it takes him another 10 years. It was a good run. He'll be 70 years old. Rocky's gonna be like, guys, part 10 is coming out in 2 months. What are you talking? What? Who told you part 9 was the final part? Who? He's just gonna be like, huh? Like, why is everyone like breaking down in tears that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is over? Like, what are you talking about?
The equivalent of when everyone thinks you're dead and you're just like, what? I'm alive.
Yeah, he's gonna pull Joseph Joestar like showing up to his own funeral, but with JoJo.
Everyone's
like,
mourning JoJo's. It's just like, part 10's here.
He's like, who said? He's like, I'm standing right here. Part 10 is about to come out. What are you guys saying? Like, what? Where did this come from? Who made this up?
Oh god.
That'd be crazy.
It would.
But I don't know. Who knows? Who knows on that aspect of it being the final part? Who knows what this character is gonna evolve into? Like, there's no real way of telling with one chapter.
Yeah.
Sadly.
We're just doing our
Sadly,
best
we
guesses.
can't get all the
Our
answers.
best possible guesses.
Exactly.
But then, do you got anything else?
Not really. Yeah, there was never any narration in the other ones, was there? I don't remember.
There was, but it was never from an actual character. It was just a narrator.
Oh, that's true. We did have a narrator, actually. Yeah.
It was just never like an actual character.
Mm.
Nah, retcon. That was Jodio all along. He was the narrator all along.
He was imagined. That'd be insane.
He was in parts 1 through 6 this whole time.
He told the story of all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Imagine.
That'd be crazy. Plus the whole, what is it? The whole Luffy thing too. As far as I know, Gear 5 is like kind of going into that realm of like.
He's a Looney Tunes character, basically.
Yeah, like, so I don't put it past like Araki if he makes Jodio that.
Yeah, I guess we're done then. I don't got anything else.
Yeah, I'm good for now too. But
That'll be it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Elite Alliance out.
go read JoJo's. Don't skip parts. If this is the only video you stumble upon and this is the JoJo one, go read it if you haven't read it, and don't skip parts if you're watching this video out of order, you weirdo.
Damn.
Get out of here. Go start from part 1 and read up until 9. Leave.
The perfect ending.
Exactly. There we go.
Alright then. And recording stop. As soon as I can find my cursor. My cursor
Still
disappeared.
going.
I don't know what happened to it.
This is staying in the video for sure.
Damn. I literally can't find my cursor. I don't know where it went.
It's gone.
I can move my mouse. I just can't see the freaking cursor. Oh, there we go.